Okay, I'm getting that walked away you walked away from a loving connection, someone that you love, someone that you care about. This was someone that you had a connection with, that you had a bond with, that you shared intimate moments with this person. This could have been a lover, a boyfriend or girlfriend, a fiance, or maybe even a husband or a wife. But I'm getting that you walked away from this connection because this connection was no longer serving you. It wasn't fulfilling you. It wasn't pouring into you. It wasn't filling up your cup. It wasn't making you feel loved or appreciated or respected or fulfilled. You were kind of in this relationship out of ego. It's like there was just this sort of like obligation to be with each other. I'm getting for some, maybe there was a child involved. You all had a child together, so you all just decided to stay together and try to form a family because you felt you should have done that. You felt that you were supposed to do that because you had a child together instead of just co-parenting. You all decided to like form a family, and the reason for this is because you didn't want to be seen as like a baby mama, baby daddy. You wanted to be seen as like husband or wife or boyfriend and girlfriend that has a child. You didn't want to be seen as like co-parenting while you're single and you have a child with this person, because your egos didn't want to go through that. Your egos would have felt ashamed or embarrassed. Um, for others of you, this connection that you were in, if you don't have a child with this person, this connection that you were in, you all were together because of obligation. You all it's like you all liked each other a little bit and you decided, let's just go ahead and get into a relationship. Let's just be boyfriend and girlfriend. Or for some of you, I'm getting a lot of different messages. For some of you, you got into this relationship just to say that you had somebody. Just to say that you had somebody. You didn't want to be single. You wanted to have a relationship. You wanted to have a partner. You wanted to have, someone romantically involved in your life. So you decided to get into this relationship. But what happened is eventually things took a turn. Things took a turn of the worse. And you decided to walk away from this connection because it wasn't pouring into you the way that you needed this relationship to pour into you. It wasn't giving you what you needed. It wasn't giving you fulfillment. I'm getting that there were arguments that was happening. There was conflict. I'm getting the Five of Wands. There was conflict that happened. You all like probably weren't getting along as much. There were always disputes, always conflict, always arguing. I'm also getting like Four of Swords. Like you all were constantly like, okay, Three of Wands. Now that you have walked away from this connection, you are seeing that your life is better as you're looking at on the horizon and looking at a new life, turning over a new leaf, looking at a new environment, a new set of circumstances. You're seeing the joy in walking away from this connection. You're seeing that things are going to be better for you, that you're going to have more fulfillment, that you're going to have a lot more enjoyment, that things are just going to overall be better for you now that you have walked away from this. You're seeing as you're looking out onto the horizon, looking onto your future, looking like out into your present, you're seeing that things can be better for you. That you can find love. You can find a pure love, a genuine love. You can find someone that is actually going to pour into you the way that you need to be poured into. I'm surprised this Lover's card wasn't in reverse because there wasn't a lot of love within this connection. It was just a lot of ego, a lot of obligation. Yeah, you were carrying these heavy burdens, but I'm getting that you are putting these burdens down. This relationship was burdening you because you felt like you had to stay in this relationship out of obligation, even though your soul no longer wanted it. Your ego held on to it for dear life, but you were carrying a lot of burdens in this relationship because you weren't always seeing eye to eye. You weren't always getting along. There was a lot of stress. There was a lot of strife. There was a lot of conflict. And this relationship brought more pain than it actually brought peace. You were juggling on whether you actually wanted to stay in this relationship or leave it. You didn't know what to do. But you decided to leave the relationship and it left you feeling a little bit broken. Like you invested so much time and energy in something that didn't fulfill you in the end. You were left heartbroken. You were left with all this stress. And I'm getting that this ending was a painful ending, that things were said, words were exchanged, arguments happened, conflict arose. There was a lot of turmoil that happened near the end of this relationship, and that's what caused you all to walk away from each other. That's what caused you all to separate. The outcome here is that you're going to go through a moment of like emotional instability. You're going to be thinking about your past relationship, your previous relationship, how it felt, the pros and the cons, the flaws, the good things about it, but you're going to realize that you poured a lot of yourself into a relationship or into a person that didn't pour back into you the same. So you're going to feel that some of your love was taken advantage of, some of your love was depleted, some of your love was drained from you. But what's going to happen is you're going to be more in a grounded state after this. Once you get past this sort of heartbreak here, this sort of painful ending here from things not being poured into you the way that they needed to be poured into you, you're going to be more grounded. You're going to be more solid and secure because you're going to find yourself through this pain. Through this pain that you've been feeling, you're going to gain clarity. You're going to gain wisdom. Excuse me, you're going to gain insight about the about what was really going on in this relationship that caused you to stay, even though it wasn't really pouring into you. And you're also going to realize that you needed to walk away from this. Even though it caused you pain, you needed to walk away because it was going to bring your life back to you. You sort of like were not really living your life authentically, living your life the way that you wanted to. You feel like part of your life was taken from you because you were investing so much time into this relationship that wasn't pouring into you. And I'm getting that you're going to be more solid and secure. Like once you walk away from this person, and now that you have walked away from this person and you let this person go, you're going to be more solid and secure. You're going to be more grounded within yourself because you know that you got your strength back. You know that you are able to withstand anything that comes your way and overcome any obstacle that has come your way, like this relationship here. So I'm getting that the outcome of all of this is that you are going to gain your strength back. You're going to gain your security back. You're going to gain your self-righteousness back. And you're going to know that in the next time in the future, you won't just get into a relationship just because. You're going to actually be in a relationship with someone that you actually have a genuine, unique bond with, where you guys are equally yoked, where there's spark, where there's chemistry. Because there wasn't a spark, there wasn't a chemistry with this previous relationship that you were in. You were just in it just to be in it. And now that's the end of it. This caused a lot of sleepless nights. You were overthinking. You were just stressing about this a lot. But this stress is ending now because you have walked away and you have left the situation alone.